Hey everyone, Steve Grogan here, founder of Geek Wing Chun. Today's video is another in the Focus series, which is going to look at Fook Sao. Don't know if you can see it, my pale hand on the white with the white background, like that. I'm sure you know what Fook Sao is, but I showed it to you anyway. For those of you who've never been here before, this channel gives free training tips and ideas for people who want to get better at Wing Chun, but can't make it to class as much as you like. So if that's you, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and you'll be notified when new footage is out. So Fook Sao is a technique that gives its name to one of three families of blocks in Wing Chun. There's the Bong Sao family, Tan Sao, and Fook Sao, which some of you who have gotten to Chi Sao will notice those are the three basic starting techniques we use in single hand Chi Sao. When you're in your Tan, you try to palm strike, they block with a Jum Sao, some use Jut Sao, and then they try to punch to the head and you do Bong and then back to the start, unless you're improvising. And the other guy, so you're doing only two out of the three families, the other guy's doing the third one, or gal, Fook Sao, Jum or Jut, punch, so on and so forth. And of course you use all three, or you can use all three. Each practitioner can use all three in the Chi Sao, the two-handed role, where yeah, you could be both inside or both outside. But most people do what they call a mixed grip, Fook Sao, Bong Sao, low Fook Sao I should say, high Fook Sao, Tan Sao. But I'll go into the description of the three families in another video. Hold on a second here. I just gotta. Okay. It can be used against straight attacks that are lower than head height. You wouldn't try to, especially if some dude is like taller than you and punching down to your head, you wouldn't want to reach up and use a Fook Sao to do that. It kind of starts outside. Let me show you on the dummy. And this, keep in mind, this isn't always the way it goes. I'm saying usually. It starts on the outside of the arm, like you'd come up outside, and then Fook Sao to guide it past you. Because I think you're hooking this attack. So I think Fook, the way it's spelled, looks like it probably rhymes with hook. That's my interpretation anyway. So inside of the wrist guides the punch past you. Can also be used to control, if you can't see the head or the neck. Think of our good friend Mook Jung. Right? Of course I didn't sink my elbow as much. My dummy has weird dimensions because I made it on my own. I did it the best I could, so when I do that, my arm kind of hits the dummy arm. Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm controlling the head and or the neck. Another difference that was pointed out to me by my Sifu, Larry London, and not a lot of people do this, but I happen to like this interpretation and I agree with it and so on and so forth, is that when you're doing in Sil Lum Tao, the wrist is really cranked back like this, right? But that causes this to be tensed. And of course, tension in Wing Chun is a real killer, right? So, yeah, we do this during the form, but we do this during Chi Sao. It would probably be better to show you up here. So, our good friend Randy Williams said you can use the wooden dummy to do Chi Sao. So I'm going to show you how the, I should probably show you on this side. You see how my Fook Sao is? It's just resting on it, and it's kind of forward, like this. This is still Fook Sao. I'll still be able to control. If you watch, there was a DVD put out a while back by James DeMille, who one of Bruce Lee's students, when Bruce dissolved his little group there, or didn't dissolve the group got dissolved because he wanted to, this is what they say anyway, he wanted to start his own school, say, okay, now I'm the Sifu and here's the curriculum, and James and DeMille and Jesse Glover, those guys, they didn't want to start over from the beginning. I don't know why they would have to, why you wouldn't just keep, okay, you came in at, here's the beginner, you came in, I've already got you up here, but I'm going to train you back down here, that, whatever. I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. All I know is that, and I think I read somewhere, or heard an interview where James DeMille said this, when Bruce opened his school, they didn't want to go back to the beginning, so they said, we were going to go off and do our own thing, and Bruce said, just don't call it what I do. And so James DeMille made up Wing Chun Do. And if you watch the video he put out called Chi Sao Made Easy, when they show from overhead, sure enough, the Fook Sao is doing this kind of barely curved thing. It's not doing the form, okay? So anyway, there you have it, some ideas on Fook Sao. I hope you got something out of this video. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video.